With the introduction of OmniPC 4.0 and later, the software display functionality for single group display and multiple group display has changed, allowing more functionality. In the single group display, from the selection layout submenu, any of the available pre-configured layouts are selected from the list. This same list is available by right-clicking on the title bar and selecting the appropriate layout. For full screen option, we now have available both the group selection, which can be changed directly on the upper left-hand corner. In this case, we're switching between the SKU 90 and SKU 270 groups. We have in full screen option the two lists of readings also available. Right-clicking on the title bar gives us both the normal screen option to return with the menus and submenus, or we can select the multiple layout option, which automatically selects the full screen option with a linked data cursor, so we can view the sector scans and both C-scans simultaneously. We'll see that the readings are still available at the top of the screen. For the SKU 90, or for sector scan group 1, we see the uncorrected amplitude C-scan with focal law 1 through focal law last. On top of that, we'll see group 2, or the SKU 270 C-scan, focal law 1 through focal law last. So now length sizing, depth and height sizing for both groups can be done simultaneously in one convenient full screen display, while still providing access to both groups of readings. So we can select by right-clicking on the group list any individual reading or reading list to reconfigure. We will look at one flaw as an example using this display. Moving the data cursor on the scan axis, I can see both sector scans, and we have a volumetric embedded porosity cluster. In both sector scans, we are skipping off of the bottom at B0 into the second leg, or to the volume of the weld, detecting a volumetric flaw with multiple peaks and facets. So for our length sizing, we will enable the cursor mode, and we will identify the left side or the start of the flaw. And in this case, we detected it first on the SKU 270 slightly, and identify the end of the flaw. And in this case, we're using the end of the flaw slightly on the SKU 290 probe. Depth and height sizing is done on the S scans by bringing the cursors into the area, moving the data cursor through the flaw, ensuring that the flaw is completely contained within the ultrasound reference and measure cursor. When the scan access bar data cursor is selected and flashing, with the mouse wheel, the scan axis can be manipulated, updating both displays simultaneously. When the cursor positions are correct for length sizing, depth and height sizing, right-clicking on the readings area allows us to add an indication to the indication table directly without having to use the menu option from the measurement indication submenu. To return to a single view, right click on the title bar, and from the single view we can return to the normal screen, allowing the menus and submenus to be selected.